Hi everyone, it's your boy Sean. Welcome back to another Summoners World video. So, free rune removal is coming up very soon, either this week or next week. And I want to share with you guys how I build my full wheel AO and how you can make one yourself as well, so that you will have new ways to do PvP for the next month. So before we dive into the details, this is not something early game players should be focusing on because it is not easy to do. It requires a certain degree of rune quality, and you are probably not farming Necro B10. All of the 4 units are on wheel runes. So as you can see here, these are my current most used wheel shield AO. I give up the first turn to enemy Chloe, to enemy Bernard or Ryan, and come back with damage to kill everyone in one turn. Because first, I hate farming Giants B10. You look at this. All these runes sell for very little money except for the spare set and Swift rune, and to get like good speed on like Fatal or Swift is not easy. If you're struggling to make your Bernard faster, you are also struggling to make all of your damage dealer faster to move after your Bernard. On the other hand, farming Necropolis is really good. Why? Because you look at this. The first thing you see are Rage and Will. So Rage Will is like the best damage dealer set for anything. For Copper, Bulldozer, for Lucian, for Amir, for anything that deal damage. Because Rage give you crit damage and it scales with defense, HP, attack, speed, whatever. And Wheel Rune to allow you to make a Wheel Shield AO. Nemesis Rune and Wheel Rune are the two best sets for area defense in late game or mid game. If you are like mid game, transiting to late game, farming here allow you to not improve your AO but also your AD. And it is the most efficient place to farm mana in the game. Also, if you are trying to make like the best speed AO from farming Giants B10, you realize that when you reach like, let's say much higher ranking, like not C1 but let's say C2, C3, like let's say for a defense like this, you go first and you realize that Chloe, Diomas and Iona are on wheel runes. Let's say you're going against a team with attack by buffer. Let's say you're using a speed team against a team with attack by buffer, you have a very good speed leader, so you can outspeed them. But then if you don't have to bring an attack by buffer, you can actually bring a third damage dealer or maybe a second AoE armor break guy. So it allows you to deal much more significant damage or get rid of that RNG factor in terms of armor break, because Galleon can fail to armor break 4 units and you will never know. So how to make a wheel shield AO? The runes, ideally you want to have wheel and shield on everyone like this. Why? Because the more shield set that you have, the safer your AO is. Because giving a turn 1 to the enemy team means Theomas can violent into your face, Perna can violent into your face, and with shield set and with more shield set, you will reduce the damage taken by your AO. But then realistically, you will never have enough shield set for this kind of team. So this is like the common rune build that you will see. So wheel shield and something to compensate for the lack of stats. Let's say I need more accuracy on Aquila, I go with focus. Let's say for Amir, I need more crit rate, I go with blade. So it depends on what kind of stats that you have, but personally I like wheel shield. If you need your damage dealer to deal a lot of damage, like you want to go with Rage Will, and you spread more shield set to the other guy in the team. So let's talk about stats. First, damage So you need to make sure that your 2 damage dealer have enough damage to kill at least I think 2 and leave the other 2 severely weakened, or at best kill 3 and finish off the last guy if he's too tanky. So if you want to test out like damage, maybe you can go to the TOA 100 stage. They have like decent stat, decent defense, so you will want to see like in total 40k damage or something like that. So you can kill like most Jasun in the arena. If you can deal more damage, that'll be better, so you can be more confident when killing things like Ariel, Veladriel, Eladriel, Madame, Iona. Speed. So you want Aquila to move first, and then you want Galleon to move next. 2 damage dealer will move after Galleon. So you want the speed gap to be as close as possible. So as you can see, my Aquila have like 185, 183, and this 172. That is not good. You want as close as possible. So my Aria has 162. My Amir has 162. So in terms of damage dealer, I think my speed sync is good, but I need to bring down Galleon speed as well as Aquila speed. So how much speed is enough? I think that 170 is like the sweet spot, whereby you are slower than most, Chloe, and you're fast enough to move after, like let's say a typical speed team has moved once. You don't want to be so slow that, like let's say a Vanessa Bernard can move like 2-3 times and they can deal more damage to the team. Lastly, survivability. It is important to have some HP and defense on your damage dealer, because you will never know when the enemy team with violent area also have like some defense and HP as well. It's very important for them to survive, because if one damage dealer is dead, you are pretty much lost that fight if you are not up against a swishy speed team. So there are many types of Will Shield AO. This is like the most common type. It is called the Cleave AO. Why? Because it consists of 2 AoE damage dealer that deal damage to everyone, and with the help of Galleon. But then it can also consist of 2 very strong single target nuker to get rid of 2 targets instantly after they have moved. So Isabel, Tanya, the other side can be the Homunculus with a single target damage dealer build. This can also be built with Will Shield, and it's very good against like water, wind tank team that you see a lot of arena with, like Rina, Praha, Ritesh, Diaz, that kind of team. So let's say everyone have Shield Rune and Will Rune. This can also be a very good Will Shield AO. This team right here can also be a very strong Will Shield AO, and the advantage is that they are very tanky. It's not easy to kill them even with like Theoman's violent proc, because they have very high defense. You can substitute Jamaya with, let's say, Delphoy for heal, or Arnoy for more damage and universal defense lead, or maybe a very strong Songfei is also good for this team. So you have heal, you have extra armor break to deal more damage in case the 2 guys that were lucky not getting hit by Bulldozer and Copper can be dealt with easier. So some extra note that you want to know: if you want to run a Galleon double damage dealer and an AoE stripper kind of AO, you want one of your damage dealer to have utility that can stop the enemy, like that can CC the enemy, so that it increases the success rate of the whole team. So Aria has a slow and glancing debuff. In many cases, it is very important for me to weaken the enemy team with slow, so that they will not come back easily if I fail some step in between, like let's say Galleon didn't armor break everyone, or the Theomas who was relying on the Endure buff could violent prop and come back, but with glancing, it's impossible. It, it really helps for my team survivability. Those with stun or attack bar reduction is very good, especially against Nemesis healer, because they are trying to bait you into like dealing a lot of damage to their Praha, Chasun, Aerial so that they can prop heal and come back. But all in all, I love using Will Shield AO. It makes team like this become so easy to deal with, and you can bring even a third damage dealer to make sure that Vanessa, that Hwadam stay dead after my team has moved. So if you need any help with your AO, drop a comment down below, drop a image or Swarm Farm profile so I can take a look and help you build your AO as well. I hope that you guys will have a great day doing your free rune removal, making a new AO like I did 1-2 months ago. So like, subscribe, you're new, comment what you want to need help with. If you watch until the end of the video right here, you are an awesome viewer and I really appreciate you. So I'll see you in the next video or the next stream as soon as possible. See ya. Bye.